Hi, welcome to my channel. Today, 26th of March 2022, I would like to present how findWHERE.info is able to assist tour guides to embark on their career. Let me begin. Hi, welcome to my channel. Today, 26th of March 2022, I would like to present the topic for tour guides, findWHERE.info. I am Thomasin PA2066. Today, 26. This slide was done for yesterday's presentation to SATT College, Kuching. Let me begin. So that was the evening where I gave a talk to about 20 of the licensed tour guide lah. So they call it the licensed tour guide for this batch, the first batch for Sarawak. Well, using ICT in a real world setting for tour guides is actually imminent now in the era of post-COVID. So as we all know, the tourists coming into Malaysia or any part of the world during the pandemic, COVID pandemic time was almost heavily hit industry in the whole world. There was no traveling on tourism. Therefore, the tourist guide now really evolve to using ICT. So when they are coming to this area, using ICT in their career and their future for how they engage with their tourists coming from other parts of the world to this Malaysia or to Borneo Island, Sarawak in particular, is important. So using ICT in the real world setting is in fact very important for the tour guides. So using ICT as in a bigger picture is involving internet, of course. One of it is actually social media, and definitely using social media to communicate with your prospect tourists coming into Sarawak. So communication indeed in the case of for a professional tourist guide, you will be thinking about advertising your service and your specialty service area to these potential tourists coming into your state, or in this case Kuching or throughout Sarawak. So how do you want to achieve this? In fact, it's actually looking at your career in the how you achieve your goal in life. So of course, being a trained tourist guide in this part of the world, you know better in how you promote yourself using this new platform in the case of findWHERE.info. Let me show the example using these three characters. So from the right hand side, there is a lady. Her name is Christina. She is a diver. In the middle is Vinny, who is a jungle trekking specialist, and also on the left side, which is Perry, who is into fitness. So let's say you are yourself a tour related professional tour guide or tourist guide. Let us use these three examples as to show how findWHERE.info can help you to promote your service. So team as a tour agents or tourist guide, usually you would have a team of people specializing in different area. In this case, one is more to fitness, and in the middle more to jungle trekking, and the right hand Christina is more to the water and the outdoor sea. So therefore, this working as a team is actually a community of agents, community of specialists. And our findWHERE.info would want to geo-link the three different services. The one is in the fitness, maybe in the indoor fitness or rock climbing. The other one is in jungle, going into jungle trekking. The third is in the area of sea and beaches, so diver. Let us begin with Christina, who is a diver. She wants to give her potential prospect, a tour travel person, to come to her area of specialty. She would likely promote herself in the internet and using social media. And I would like to use findWHERE.info to illustrate how she can do this promotion. Similarly, I will also create a character who is Vinny, who is a person for forest attraction, mountain climbing, outdoor forest and camping. And the last is Barry, who is into fitness, gym and dances, indoor fitness and doing city tour. Also, let us tour the findWHERE.info and show you how the website can achieve this promotion. Let me open up my browser. Now as the browser is loading, we come to the front loading page of Google search. Just type in findWHERE.info. So in the findWHERE.info website, you can see the various geo linkages that is emphasizing on agent, featured ad, location, property for sale, vehicles for sale, eateries, bakeries, shops and healthcare, as well as business education, sports and recreation, tourism and accommodation. So for the tour guides or tourist guide, this portion, which is tourism and accommodation, would be your interest area. Some of your specialty may involve fitness, which will involve into sports and recreation. And of course, tour mainly will bring businesses to areas of bakeries or eateries, restaurants. So restaurants and bakeries may be the area where some of the tour guides may want to bring their tour groups into enjoyment of food and beverages. Likely, I would like to highlight to you that by clicking Christina, you actually see the profile page of tour guide. So this is Christina Diver, who is actually the tour guide for going out to snorkeling, to diving. And her listing, in this case, her promotional area, for example, she brings her prospect, brings her tour groups to national park. So it can be linked to her national park advertisement. So this case, it is a Bako National Park advertisement, and her profile, Christina Ting, her name, is in fact featured in the very prominent area. And this means to say, if you have a tourist prospect from other country all over the world who log into the internet and look for Bako National Park, Kuching, the tourist prospect can actually view your service as you feature your personal profile, personal bio, as in this prominent aspect for attracting the tourist potential to call you. And the team of people who work under the same umbrella may want to also list their names underneath, so that the person interest party can view their profile as well. In this case, the profile of herself, Christina Diver, is here. So if I click and go to open up a new window, I will be able to see the profile of the tour guide or the tour agent. So we came from here just now, and now you can see that the advertisement done by Christina can be seen as a advertisement of national park as well as the write-up. So in this case, if she has done a lot of tour to this national park, she can input videos, input her collection of photographs into this page so that to promote the location. And the structure of this layout also includes the map showing where about this national park is. And by clicking onto the drop pin, you can actually see the particular location in a smaller enhanced map. You can also go to view larger map, which you open up in a new window, and therefore potential tourists may want to search around which area this is and what are the available place of attraction. Let us go back to the main advertisement. The main advertisement also has another map next to it, which is showing the surrounding attractions, surrounding locality attractions, and as well as the ad link businesses that is surrounding it. So in this case, operating a business called the findWHERE Tour Guide Agency. So she is one of the partners of the tour guide agency. So this business can be highlighted as well in the case of this particular advertisement. So by clicking onto the pop-up window, you can go to see her agency. So this agency is tour agency, findWHERE tour guide agency, and created to house all the agents, all the tour guides within the same platform. And in this case, this can be seen as one of the where potential potential tourists can come to this site and see what are the services that is provided by this tour agency. So this tour agency can be next to very much city area, and what are the available services that is surrounding this tour agency, what are the places of attraction in recreation, what are the potential useful information about tourism related attractions next to the agency. Of course, the locality of where this agency is close by, what are the area of restaurant and eateries, bakeries, and even if they want to rent a car, if the tourist wants to rent a car, there are outlets next to the agency. So this format of layout can allow a potential visitor to contact the agency as well as contact the individual agent or individual tour guide, so that they can get in touch with you as a potential business engagement. And this is also linked as in her profile, because if you look at the profile at the bottom here, there is also other potential outlets like the restaurant. So if this is a restaurant that she frequently brings her tourist group to enjoy food here, then she can indeed publish advertisement for this outlet. So this outlet is a restaurant. She helps this restaurant to promote this restaurant to tourists, and those tourists from outside the country can search this particular restaurant on a Google search, and she would appear as the tour guide and introduce the restaurant to the tourists. So the tourists who wants to come to visit this place may directly contact the tour person, the tour guide who has put this restaurant advertisement, or her group of tourist guides. So this is in a way another generating leads of the potential engagement or potential appointment by the tour agency or by interest party who came to visit this restaurant. So let's say the tour group or the external tour potential prospect wants to know more about other types of services or other agents that is available in this agency. You can always click onto the agent's profile picture and go to the individual agent or individual tour guides on page with the information about where this agent is active at. This agent is active, his associate members, like in the case of associate member, this is Christina. So there is a chance that by looking at individual agent, you can be referred to another agent who may be able to satisfy the particular specialty, the related specialty for the ideal fitting to the needs of the potential tourist group. Website enhances the usage of agent can be searched and filtered by using the pull down filtering system. So like say we are looking at local nature tourist guide, then we can sub-select who are the appropriate tourist guide, as well as if you are looking for city tour guide, then you can sub-select among the tour guides that is available in the platform. It is also sorted by various location and the states within Malaysia. So if you are from other states, you can always locate yourself using the filtering system. Similarly, for agency who in the way has advertised under the agency, tour agency or travel agency, then you also need filtering system, and in this case it can be filtering system for tour guides. So there is a way that you can filter the tour agency or tour guide agency in this system. All the various divisions are actually linked together in the website, so you can see how search can be easily performed, and it features the main key character or the key profile of the tour guides. Let me go back to the presentation slide. We have completed the tour and illustrated the way how findWHERE.info website can assist a tour guide for promoting his presence and also his specialty in the area of tourism. So just a brief one on what is a listing. A listing is in fact in a current setting trying to sell products. They give variety or numbers of products for you to see, and it's usually temporarily, and there is an expiry date. The important thing is the content. Of course, the more the products, the more comparison, people get to see more products, they get to buy products by choosing them. And usually this needs a lot of updating, because and there is a high barrier to this type of listing also, because it is not an easy thing to collect all this information. But to cut the story short here, I want to emphasize the fact that all these listing websites, you have to look at it from the behind, from the deeper interpretation. In fact, just to give you an example, product is in fact talking about ideas. So if you are doing advertisement, although it is a product, but it is a lifestyle, the idea of selling to you a lifestyle. Similarly, let's say it's a lifestyle, that means it is a person who gives you a service to make you realize that it's a lifestyle. So this means that idea actually comes from a person, or in this case a tour guide or an agent or a specialist. And similarly, you need to collect and do recording of your activities so that people over time can appreciate how much of work that you have done, and therefore differentiate yourself from other tour guides at the long term to monetize it, to enhance your business career. So this is a service related business, and there is no, as I said, there is no website or platform out there that focus on service, because service is intangible, it's very subjective. It's not like selling a product in an e-commerce platform where you can see the pricing and you can see the quantity. Service is really very much depending on individual, and therefore everyone is the same as in the case of what is happening now. A 20-year experienced tour guide compared to a 20 months or a 2 months tour guide in the social media is very hard to tell the difference. But you need to emphasize this difference by collecting your own data or your own track record. So I would say a website like findWHERE.info would zoom in to feature you as a tour guide, as a tour agent, by giving you a good profile, selling you to the outside internet world, record of your experience over time. You have to always update this record, of course. Over time, you collect information for others out there to understand your work and your specialty. And the idea is to increase influence over time, so that it generates this influence to your business engagement. In this case, agents using findWHERE.info go out to take photos of the attractions or the tour outlet attractions, and this mapping will increase the advertising exposure and the eyeballs to your activities. And if you are able to attract more eyeballs to your activities, the agent promotes his activity region to create his influence to the worldwide clientele or to the worldwide potential prospect. And this prospect coming in to see your activities, to see your advertising of outlets, eventually is captured by this system to call you and to engage you as their service agent or their tour guide to bring them to enjoy all these adventures. So in conclusion, I want to go through the part that the current state of listing of our products actually doesn't give a feature for a tour guide. And because tour guide is delivering service, not the product. The product in this case is like a restaurant or a beach resort or a mountain climbing adventure. But the person who is bringing out this tour group to enjoy all this adventure is indeed you, a tour guide. And there is no website that promotes for this tour guide, but there are multiple, of course, millions of visitors who want to go to these products, which are attractions. But again, the difference in the level of service would eventually gain the trust of the visitors or the tourists to have his enjoyment. So this part is actually lacking, and we try to fill in the void by using findWHERE.info. So it is a new idea or new way of listing to capture the segment of market tourists so that they are able to contact the rightful tour guide like you, so that they can enjoy their whole trip to come to visit our country. So agent as a community is also one of the special feature that is provided by this website, because we view our tourist guides and tourist agents being working together to help to enhance the delivery of value to the, of course, to the end user, who is the tourist. So indeed, tourism is a business segment, and we are definitely seeing this as important as to bring in revenue for the state. Thank you very much.